Good morning, everybody. It is March 17th, and it is St. Patrick's Day, yeah? Hopefully everybody is having a good day so far. If you've taken the day off to enjoy a nice Guinness, good for you. Feel free to stop in and say hello, and share the merriment, if you will. Otherwise, I hope you guys had a good weekend. For those of you guys that came by Saturday to see me, sorry. I had an awesome weekend. Dropped some money on some hotel and some nice din. It was quite relaxing and quite amazing. So hopefully you had a equally as enjoyable weekend. If not, work on that and get yourself a nice weekend. As for today, it is going to be all graded stuff today. Finally, we got back our submission from early December for our trading cards. I got back a stack of modern stuff from CGC that we sent off just after the Absolute Batman stuff. And so we're still waiting on a lot of vintage stuff and the Absolute Batman submission and so forth. But we got something. We absolutely got something. So it's going to be all focused on graded stuff and submission results, if you will. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Also, big shout out and thank you to my buddy Joe for some 3D printed stuff. He got a 3D printer and is really leaning into it. Got me a deck box for the new Ninja Turtle set. Working on corner box prints and so forth. So it's pretty cool stuff. If you guys actually might be interested in some of it, let me know. I can talk to Joe and see if maybe he would be willing to print some things and or charge you guys for some stuff and see what his prices are. And we'll just kind of go forward from there. So beyond that, things are what they are. As far as upcoming events, April 11th is going to be our Crawfordsville show here in town. I have shows every weekend in April, including April 25th, which you guys should have on your calendar already. If not, shame on you. Work on that and put it on your calendar because that's our anniversary event. Stuart Sager, Gavin Smith are both going to be here signing autographs and doodling on books and so forth. And then we've got about a dozen vendors showing up next door to sell their wares and to make it kind of a mini Comic-Con of sorts. So it should be very fun. And then, yeah, I mean, that's kind of it in a nutshell. I'll get a list of events that are coming about in April, and have you guys, get on top of the ball on that. I will say that later today, and or throughout this week, I'm going to be really doing some big drops on things. I got a lot of video game memorabilia, if you will, a lot of consoles, a lot of video games. That are going to be priced and put out there. So make sure you stay aware. Watch your YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for that stuff, as well as some awesome vinyl, some things that I think I mentioned before, like Eagles and Journey and Doors and Billy Joel and Fleetwood Mac, Molly Hatchet, a lot of classic rock stuff. So if you guys are into that, Bob Seger, Bob Dylan, yeah. So again, if you're into that, stay tuned. Watch your Facebook and Instagram for updates on that stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, as far as today, I won't be doing a short box. I do have a short box of stuff that's ready to go, I guess, for next week, because this week it's going to be all graded things. So to get started, I'm going to show off, these are a couple cards that were submitted by a customer of mine. You know, again, if you guys have stuff that you want to get graded, by all means, bring it in to me. Talk to me about it. I'm trying to get multiple people together to send off in submissions. That way everybody kind of saves on shipping and insurance and that kind of thing. And I only charge a small fee for doing it, you know, just basically a little bit of money for my time, like $5 for every 2 cards kind of deal. But anyway, so saying that, the first card is going to be the 94 Fleer Amazing Spider-Man Carnage hologram. So you vintage or non-sport collectors out there, the Spider-Man set that have the holograms, Carnage #1. So it came back as 6, which, you know, some of these cards are so old. And so, you know, everybody was trading them and playing with them on the playgrounds and stuff back in the day. It was tough. This is the Marvel Universe 4 series. This was the one in, I think, 150 packs. The Venom versus Spider-Man hologram. Everybody went bonkers for this card back in the day, and still do to some extent. That's kind of a big boy card. Looks beautiful behind the plastic. You know, yeah, check that out. Came back a 5, which, you know, some of the hologram was starting to fade on it, so, you know, that kind of sucks. But again, with the time, you know, we're talking with some of these cards. It's a natural degradation. Next guy, these are some big boys. Very, very big boys. I'm talking like Frisch's big boy kind of status. Guy gave me his original Pokemon card collection to send off and get graded. So a lot of trust on me to send these off. But the first one, this is a 2002 Neo Destiny Shining Mew holographic first edition. This came back a 9.5. Yeah, that is a big guy. I mean, some of these, we're talking thousands of dollars on some of these cards. It's crazy, right? 2000 Pokemon Neo Genesis Lugia holographic. This came back a 6. You know, kind of a little disappointed on that one, but it's still very much a big card, right? Well, let's just be happy that his second one came back an 8. Yeah, super cool, right? If you're a Pokemon collector, you know what's going on here. These are grails, my friends. These are grails. If you're a Pokemon collector, again, be prepared. Hope you wore your brown pants. Let's just say that. 2000 Pokemon Base Set 2. Base Set 2 holographic Charizard. Yeah. Look at that. That came back a 7. You know, so it's like, yeah, you know, wish it was a 9 or a 10, you know, yeah. Well, this one's a 9. A second Base Set 2 Foil Charizard. Came back a 9. Yeah. Bonkers, right? And if that wasn't enough, how about a Base Set 1? This first edition Foil Charizard. This is, what was it? I think a 9 was selling for 10,000. So this is probably in the, I'll have to check it. You guys can look it up on eBay. I believe this is like a $4,000-ish card, maybe more than that. But a 7 on a foil Base Set 1 Charizard. Handle with care. Let's set that down nice and neat. So, again, those are customers entrusting me, entrusting the beard to get those cards sent off in one piece, take care of them the entire way, and to get them graded and back in their hands. That guy will be here today. I'm sure he woke up this morning like Christmas morning. It was like, they're there. He's open today. I gotta go get him. Yeah. Yeah. He was very kind, and I told him, I said, if you come Tuesday after the video, come pick them up. They came in on Thursday of last week or so. So showed them off to a couple customers already, and their jaws are, they're still on the floor. So not saying, just saying. This one was a little disappointing. It blows my mind with card companies, or card grading companies rather. So this is a NFL Dynasty tribute Joe Montana signature game worn jersey card, right? So, and it's numbered out of 25, 19 out of 25. You can kind of see it if I can get the glare out of there. Yeah, right there. Yep, in the picture in a picture. So number 19 out of 25, this gentleman opened it out of a pack, kept it in his collection up until he gave it to me. The card company, SGC, deemed the signature authentic. Cool. It was an open card. However, minimum size of the card not met. So that means they could not grade it because the card was essentially a miscut. That's what I'm reading. So it got graded, it got slabbed, but, it didn't get graded. It got slabbed and authenticated, but there's no number value assigned to it. I mean, at least it's encased for future preservation. This is why I hate cards. Cards are a fickle B word, and people, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Super frustrating when you spend all this time collecting cards. You know that they're real. You've opened them from packs, and then you're relying on a third party, authentication company, regardless of who it is. I don't care. And they come back with some kind of fickle point that they want to, dock your cards on, or take points off, if you will. Case in point, so my buddy that sent that in, so that's going to be a bit of a nut breaker, if you will. For me, this was a big one for me. This card is so clean, sharp corners, all of it, right? So there's no real dings on it. There you go, zoomed in. It, again, super clean card. No real damage can see. Now, the top of the card, there's a bit of, it's not even chipping. It's like they cut it with a dull blade, more or less. So there's a bit of almost like a fray, if you will, across the top of it. Other than that, the card is clean. Absolutely clean. No dents, no dings, no scratches, no nothing. They didn't write their name on it. Nothing along those lines. And it came back a 3. A 3, my friends. Why? I don't know. They don't provide grader notes, which is even more frustrating, so you're going by somebody's word that, that card is, the value that we say that it is. This one, now check this out. So this is a Shohei Ohtani rookie card that is numbered. Okay, so 44 out of 99. You can see it right there at the bottom. This one has a big dog ear, right? So the corner on this got smashed. It's even frayed a little bit. This one I knew was going to be a low grade. This one got a 3. Okay, so tell me, I want a card guy to come in here and tell me, okay, here's a 3 Ohtani, physical damage, very visible in here. They got a 3. A clean Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, clean top, clean everything, and it got the same grade. I'm still learning, I suppose, but that doesn't make any sense to me at all. This card, again, this was in actually my PC. Growing up, I was a huge Frank Thomas fan. This is the infamous Topps Frank Thomas rookie card. His name is on the card, which for those of you that know, the legendary no name on front Frank Thomas rookie was a misprint. They forgot to put his name on the front of it. I've seen one of those one time ever. It was a $400 or $500 card at the time, and I was little, and I tried to get my dad to buy it for me. Told him I don't want anything else for Christmas. I want that card. No. He didn't have the same feelings on it that I did. Now that is like a $10,000 card, and lives on in infamy because you can't find those things anywhere because people keep those in their PCs for very obvious reasons. This one is fun. This was also out of my PC and for my PC. This is the, what is this? 87 Topps Bo Jackson rookie card, right? Future Stars. Growing up, Bo Jackson was super rad, right? I just wanted a slabbed Bo Jackson rookie. I just thought that sounded fun. All of us 90s kids growing up with the 2 Sport Star Bo Jackson, the card where he's wearing his football pads and he's got his baseball bat and he's got his arms up over the baseball bat. That card is actually going up quite a bit in value because that is how we remember Bo Jackson. That picture was used everywhere. Nike ads, cover of magazines, all kinds of stuff. Super fun. This one, I got this one graded. This isn't actually be available to purchase in the store. It's somewhat rare. So Kenner made the starting lineup figures, that a lot of us kids knew about growing up. Actually, if you've seen the movie Home Alone, Kevin, he actually puts the starting lineup figures on the laundry chute and then shoots them with a BB gun, and they fall down to the laundry chute and go down to his basement. There's a Magic Johnson, there's a Larry Bird there. There might have actually been a Gretzky and a Jordan too, but I remember that one, if that's true or not. But anyway, those figures came with a card inside of it. This is Jordan's starting lineup card. Came back a 7. There aren't a lot of these graded. So a lot of what I try to do when I send cards out, especially to have inventory here in the store, I try to pick things that you don't see, right? I mean, you'll see, LeBron rookies and Steph Curry rookies and, rookie this and rookie that, the kind of common stuff, graded, serial numbered stuff, chase cards. I mean, that stuff makes sense, right? But when it comes to oddball stuff, I like oddball stuff. And that tends to get people's attention because they're like, I've never seen that graded version before. That's what I go for. I even had a Michael Jordan sticker out of the Collector's Choice cards that got graded. And I kept that, or I sold that one already. But that's the kind of stuff that I go for because I want to have unique things for my unique customers, right? Now, let's shift, shall we? How about some Pokemon cards for the store, okay? Here is a 2023 Pokemon Promo 53 Mew EX 151. That's him flying, right? So that came back a 6. Little disappointed on that. There's, just a little bit of white chipping on the back, which seems awfully harsh to me for, giving it a 6 for just a little bit of, white specks on the corner. But live and die by the sword, right? How about 2021 Pokemon Chilling Reign 177 Galarian Moltres Ultra Rare. Beautiful card, right? So that came back a 7, which isn't too bad. 7s, 8s, and 9s, that's really what we try to shoot for, right? See what happens. We'll save this one for last. Ooh, he's stirring the pot. How about a 2022 Pokemon Promo Charizard Ultra Premium 8.5? That's Charizard fighting Mewtwo there. Beautiful card, right? Beautiful card. 8.5. That is not anything to snicker about. It's a pretty solid card. How about a 2022 Umbreon VMAX Trainer Gallery 9.5? I don't know what it was. There goes the half point, my friends. I was getting ready to say, I don't know what the half point got docked from. Oh, him touching it, apparently. And then it's slipping on the counter here. 9.5. That's a good card. That's a very good card. And last, but definitely not least, this is a rare one, my friends. This is kind of a big boy. I told people in the store that I had this one coming, and a lot of people started drooling. One person actually did start foaming at the mouth. He might have been sick, but regardless. 2024 Palladian Fates Mew special rare, right? Special illustration rare. Also commonly or colloquially referred to as the Bubble Mew. That is an 8.0. So again, that's a good card. That's a high dollar card. I think this one goes for about 400 approximately. But again, if you are a Pokemon fan, that's a cool one. That is a cool one, right? Yes. Yes, it is. So anyway, most of that stuff will actually be in the store. All the Pokemon cards definitely will be. The Shohei, the Jordan starting lineup will be. The Frank Thomas and Bo Jackson rookies, those are mine. I just want to get them graded. I don't have a lot of graded cards in my collection. And so I figured, why not start here? You know, start with your single most favorite Frank Thomas rookie card, and then go for a Bo Jackson rookie. Why not? Right? Now, we got like 9 minutes left. Gonna go through some comic books here. Okay, so these came back. These are for some of my customers. I'll let you know which ones will be in store available for purchase. This was a customer of mine. He's decided to send off his Batman Deadpool #1 Bill Sikowitz variant cover. The Hulk 340 homage came back a 9.8. So that's a beautiful book, right? That's definitely something to be proud about. This one as well. This is a buddy of mine. He's working on a Boba Fett stuff. Star Wars #68. Came back in 8.5 as well. Classic Boba Fett cover. Beautiful yellow on this. Just a beautiful book altogether. And notice the newsstand copy. Yes. Yes. This guy is a bit of a nut. And he told me so. So I'm only referring to him as such because he referred to himself as such. He is collecting Superman #123 just as like a gimmick. It's like his thing. But he loves the cover. It's somewhat of a cheap book. It's a very striking cover. So this was like the Reign of Superman. When he came back, they redesigned him, kind of gave him a little bit power enhancements and so forth. But he was very 90-fied, if you will, where they tried to make him more edgy. It only lasted for so long. But anyway, he collects these. This came back in 9.4. We were obviously hoping a little bit better on that one, but it is what it is. This one, obscure book, for those of you that don't know, this is the Solson Christmas Special #1, Samurai Santa, right? And you look at this and you go, what the hell is that, right? Take a closer look, right? If you don't know, then you don't know. But what this is Jim Lee's first published art, right? So our legendary, DC ambassador and artist extraordinaire, who we are still waiting on Hush, by the way, his first published work. Super cool book, super hard to find. An 8.0 on that is actually pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, that's cool. This one was a little disappointing. I haven't talked to this customer yet, but this is going to be a heartbreaker for sure. Spider-Man number 238. Okay, your classic first appearance of Hobgoblin classic cover, right? Came back a 7.5 qualified, right? And you ask, why? Well, this book has there are tattoos like not iron-on, but like temporary tattoos, right? And this book came with a small sample inside the book. If you notice on the label, it says tattoos insert married. What that means is that somebody found the tattoo insert, took it out of another book, put it into this book to make this one complete, and then pass it off as complete, right? CGC has determined that insert is not original to this book specifically, and therefore somebody doctored it, and it came back a qualified or a green label 7.5. Now that, my friends, is what we face. That's borderline. Yeah, I can't think of the word right now. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, doctrinization. Yeah, you guys will comment on the video and let me know the word, because I can forgery. That's what we're looking for. It's a forgery. It's not good. It's not good. It sucks, because how are you going to know as a third market buyer, right? People do that shit all the time. It's not good. It's not good. This is going to be a big book for all of you guys that are Doom fans. Doom number 1, the MF Doom homage cover. This was a big book at one point. It was selling for upwards of $100 raw. Notice I got a 9.4 on it with the custom label, the custom Doom on it. This is going to present magnificently in somebody's collection. That's a cool book. And then last but not least, this is a bit of a unicorn. This is the G.I. Joe Real American Hero number 21. This is the infamous quiet issue or silent issue. Snake Eyes on the cover. What makes this one a unicorn is that it is a third print. Okay, so you see first prints all the time, second prints every once in a while, third prints never. This was just a very clean copy. I bought in a collection. It's rare. It's super rare. So all you G.I. Joe enthusiasts, those of you that want to have a complete collection, maybe you're trying to complete all 3 versions of this book, I've got one, and I doubt that I will ever see one again, especially graded. The census, if I remember correctly, had none of them graded, which is probably wrong. I'm sure there's some out there. There has to be some. But an 8.5 on a silent issue is good nonetheless, especially given the demographic and the time frame at which it was printed. So an 8.5 on an even more rare book than the original first print. It's saying something. Again, here at Beard, we try to find unique things and different things that you may have never seen before. That's what I lean into. I try to be a little bit different than other comic book stores. I try to be a little bit on the fringe of collecting, Arabic Absolute Batman number 1, for example. If you don't remember that, ping me and I'll show you. It's stuff that you don't see. It's stuff that you don't see. I try to help the everyday man, with your subscriptions and your day-to-day books, your weekly books. But you hard-nosed collectors that want to actually collect things and have an impressive collection, stuff that you can pass on to the next group or even show off to your friends, and they go, "What the hell is that?" Well, I got it from the Beard. That's the point, right? That's totally the point. Anyway, we're out of time. Tomorrow is New Comic Book Day. Look forward to next week, though. Next week is Spider-Man and Superman number 1. That's a big book. Make sure you start picking which cover you want, because I think there's like 16 different covers. It's going to be a thing. So until then, enjoy your day. Excelsior.